YouTube, what's going down? It's your boy Rob coming at you talking about sprint intensity training, better known as Sprint 8. So what we're going to be covering today is what exactly is sprint intensity training, what is Sprint 8, as well as a couple of the main key and effective benefits of this practice. Likewise, we're going to go over a misconception with this. And lastly, if you are pursuing this for athletic purposes, there is something you must know, okay? So Sprint 8, what the heck is it? It's going to be a 3-minute warm-up followed by a sprint, followed by a 90-second rest, repeated up to 8 sprints. Now, you might be asking, how long should each individual sprint repetition be? And the answer to that is all going to depend on where you are at as an athlete. If you're newer to this, you might be doing an 8 to 10-second sprint. Or if you're more of an elite athlete, more of a high-level athlete, you might be going to 25 to 30 seconds on each sprint. Now, here's the key. At the end of each sprint, you should not be able to go for another second. That's the key. Pacing is the enemy of intensity. So this is not a thing where we're pacing ourselves. We're going balls to the wall, and then that 90 seconds is serving as the perfect amount of time to rest and recover for the next sprint. So that's what Sprint 8 is. The main benefits of it, first of all, is for you athletes, this is going to recruit all 3 of your muscle fiber types. A lot of athletes recruit their slow twitch fiber. A lot of athletes even recruit some of their fast twitch fiber. It's really only the sprinter type athletes that recruit their 2X or their super fast twitch muscle fiber. This is the muscle fiber that your body is desperately trying to preserve for when you're being chased by a wild animal in, say, caveman times. Desperately trying to preserve. So what you're going to notice when you're doing this sprint is for you to really kick it into that next gear and go hard, it takes a mental battle and it takes you fighting your brain and just going freaking hard anyways. Because again, your body's trying to preserve that muscle fiber. But the benefit of that is if you're an athlete, dude, you're recruiting all of your muscle fiber types. You have your fast, your super fast, and your slow twitch fiber. Dude, I don't care if you're a track runner, a basketball athlete, hockey, football, you're going to feel like you have a step over everybody. I'm an athlete. I've experienced that. It's totally true. And it's great for working your lungs. It's great for working your heart. Man, it's incredible. It's incredible. So working all 3 of your muscle fiber types, where again, most athletes only get slow and fast twitch muscle fiber recruitment. Again, sprint athletes get that 3rd type of muscle fiber type recruitment, which again, if you're an athlete, you're going to be a step or 2 steps ahead of your competition. And second benefit is going to be tied in with the misconception I mentioned here is, man, why can't I just go for a jog? Why can't I just go for a walk? Truth is you can. And I was in high school at one point. I used to do the mile run, and I would try hard during the mile run too because I wanted to see my progress and where I was at. I can genuinely tell you that the mental clarity you get from doing a mile run or doing a 2-mile run versus the mental clarity your brain gets from doing these sprints, doing the sprint practice, dude, it's like comparing Kobe Bryant, prime Kobe Bryant, to just an average bench NBA player. Dude, yeah, you do get mental clarity from doing a mile run. Yeah, you do get mental clarity from doing a 2-mile run. But when you do the sprints and you go all out, there's just something it does to you, man, on a mental level. So the truth is, you might not be an athlete. You might not be an athlete. I would recommend you do this at least once a week, once every 2 weeks to get a good reset with regard to getting that mental clarity, because Sprint 8 is the hardest thing you'll ever do, but the mental clarity it's so nice, man. You have to experience it, and that's what I recommend to you. Now, speaking to you athletes, this is something you must know about this practice before I click off of this video. Dude, I'm sure you've heard the phrase, if you either use it or lose it. That phrase feels like it's 100 times more true for Sprint 8, man. I'm telling you. Last week I was sick. I usually hit 2 to 3 sprints per week. Last week I was sick. I didn't hit a single sprint, and I ended up hitting Sprint 8 yesterday, and I do it on an elliptical where The 3-minute warm up, 30-second sprint, 90-second rest is built into the machine. And you can see what's known as your sweat score. So I could see my individual scores for each sprint repetition. What I noticed, man, is each sprint interval, each sprint repetition, my scores were significantly lower. And I had literally only missed 1 week worth of sprints. And my scores dropped, man. Dropped. So if you're doing this for athletic pursuits, you have to do it at least once a week. Ideally twice, ideally 3 times a week. And when you're consistent on that, my experience has been, I've only gotten more athletic. I've only developed that quick twitch fiber even more. But again, my experience has also been, if I'm sick or for whatever reason I miss a couple of sprints, dude, if it feels like I'm an athlete, if it feels like I'm someone who's just been eating McDonald's and is completely out of shape, Sprint 8 will totally expose, are you in good shape? Are you in great shape? Or are you in not so great shape? And here's the thing, when you keep doing Sprint 8 and you keep going at it, dude, it's almost like nothing stands in your way. Nothing is intimidating from a cardio standpoint. It makes your jogging endurance better. It makes your, of course, sprinting endurance better. You just feel like you don't get tired. I'm an athlete, and when I'm playing sports, I feel like I don't get tired when I'm doing this Sprint 8 consistently, even if I'm going hard out there. So that's really the reality of it. Might have missed a point or two here, but that's the main meat and potatoes. Is like, dude, again, from a mental clarity standpoint, from a fast twitch muscle fiber standpoint, as an athlete, this is something you have to do, and I recommend it. So with that said, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave that like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, peace.